old boys network? Is it just because of old boys network that the university that you attend matters more than the degree you obtain in career progression and success in life? Is it just because of old school network? Let's explore that. What is old school network? Well, there are many definitions for it, but one could say that people who went to certain university or who are in certain places are favoring people who are similar to them or who have similar background to them, and allowing them to prosper in life. The idea of your mate helping your old mate, your chums. Favoritism, nepotism, or if you want to use very, very, very strong word, corruption, which we're not going to go too much into. All the above, the main reasons, or are there certain qualities that people who went to top university possess largely, which others do not necessarily? Or I will say, let's actually talk about patterns as opposed to attributes. We could go into attributes as well, but let's just talk about pattern that we can see among those people who are successful in getting admission into top universities. Like, I don't know, Cambridge and Oxford, and perhaps LSE, which is actually the one with the biggest earning power, London School of Economics. Now, those who went to the top universities like Cambridge, Oxford, Imperial College, LSE, Warwick, and other top universities, usually Russell Group, but also there is a couple of other universities at least who are not necessarily Russell Group, but they're one of the oldest universities in the UK, like St Andrews or Aberdeen. But there are others, but I'm not going to go into that. Russell Group, of course, everyone knows that students who go to Russell Group's university usually have greater chances. What pattern shows that in life in terms of their success. So yeah, now let's look at the patterns that we can see among students who gain admission to top universities. Again, this is a generalization, but it holds broadly. It holds very, very strongly. There are about 5 things. I'm going to list them. Then I will talk very briefly about each of them. High examination grades, certain A-level subjects. They've taken certain A-level subjects. Number 3, they attended certain schools. Could be grammar schools or certain private schools or certain very good state comprehensive schools. I'm including academies in comprehensive. Number 4, they work hard. Subjective, but yeah, that's a strong pattern. It exists. Higher IQ. Higher IQ is number 5. So quickly go through them. High exam grades, certain A-level subjects, they attended certain schools, they work hard, and lastly, higher IQ. I intentionally list high IQ as the last one because I'm a strong believer that nurture matters more than nature, and that is what I've observed in the over 3 decades since I've been interested in this, in the secondary education system in England. Now, so yes, I believe strongly that nature matters more than nurture, in my own humble opinion. So if you think that old school network is a very strong factor in people prospering in life, maybe you are right, maybe you're not. I've just listed a few things, a few patterns that we see in people who are very successful. Yes, they're very interconnected. Those 5 factors that I've listed are interconnected. For example, high exam grades. Top universities tend to look for the top examination grades. Not just that, but they have that in common at least. Certain A-level subject, or a big one, that one. It's not as strong as the top exam grades or students from top universities. 99% of them have obtained top examination grades. The subject they've taken for A-level matters. The subject they've taken matter, in my own view. Well, certain subjects are less common in people who are at the top university, like photography, sociology, perhaps business study, and certain ones that they tend to be like the fourth subjects, like critical thinking. Yes, many of them did critical thinking, but it tends to be like the fourth subject, not the third one. So there's a pattern there. And just on that, again, law A-level. Please don't study law A-level, even if you want to be a lawyer. If it's your third subject, that's fine. I'd rather study history or even English or maybe economics if you want to be a top lawyer, because certain top universities don't even like it. They say, come to us before you study law. Study something else first, or even don't even do a law degree. Do an English degree from a top university. Anyway, I'm not going to go too deep into that. So the next thing I will also speak about quickly is the certain university that certain schools, students who have attended certain schools. There's a cluster of a small selection of schools whereby a huge number of Oxbridge students have attended in England. Usually they are private schools, but also when we look at the grammar schools, there's also a small number of grammar schools that a huge proportion, a disproportionate number of students at Oxford and Cambridge have attended. For example, I used to teach at a grammar school in the late 90s in Buckinghamshire, whereby then, over 10 people used to go to Oxbridge. That was before positive discrimination was well known about. It is well known about now, but then it wasn't. So yeah, there's a certain schools in which kids that are very successful in applying to Oxford and Cambridge, for example. Hard work, yeah, that you cannot beat. To me, hard work is more important than intelligence. Of course, you need to work smarter, because it's not very clever to just work hard, but work smarter is important. And lastly, again, high IQ. Yes, I wouldn't say that, everybody who is in the top universities have a level of intelligence. They are quite intelligent on the whole, but I wouldn't say it's the main factor. It's an important factor, and you will see many clever people at top universities, but it's not the main factor. It's number 5 in my view. It's near the bottom of the reasons. So thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to speaking to you in my next video. And my next video is a little bit more reassuring for you, irrespective of which university you attend or which course you study at university. My next video is there to give you encouragement, irrespective of which university you've attended or which course you've studied at university. Thank you for watching. I look forward to speaking to you in my next video.